In this video, I'm going to give you a little glimpse into what it's like traveling for multiple days, one night stops trying to get back to an area. We did have some problems in this that we don't normally have, so like a transmission error warning and a flat tire. So I'll include that for y'all's pure enjoyment. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. We debated on staying an extra week at South 40, which we probably should. We could have at least relaxed and had a good time, but decided to start on home since there was a hurricane at our home, basically. And we thought we'd get closer at least so that when the storm was over, especially with the Jeep having problems, it's got an oil leak, and we weren't sure exactly how severe that was. So decided time to start heading home. So here we are leaving South 40 RV Park. It is a beautiful drive. I mean, there's parts of it that are really stunning, and then there's open areas that are just miles and miles of road. But it was a pretty hard drive home, and we ran into problems, and that didn't help. We did pass some cool places that we've got to go back to. We've been to Hurricane before. We want to go back there. This route took us by Hurricane and Sand Hollow and through that area. Not sure this was the best route to take. I will say that. Took us right through Las Vegas. Not sure that was my best choice. But I just headed straight over to get on I-40 to start taking I-40 across. And I don't know. I didn't capture a lot of the worst driving in Las Vegas because I may have been having hot flashes and an anxiety attack at the time. But I did get a little bit of the driving. It wasn't really that bad. It was just trying to make sure you stayed in the right lane and made the right turn. So, but you can see some of the drive there was absolutely stunning. We did go past Hoover Dam and all that. So really, really pretty area. Really pretty. This is still leaving Utah, heading over towards Las Vegas to get on I-40. So, but pretty drive through here. Um, you can see some of the canyons and all are just incredible.
It's been you all along, but I've been too caught up to see it, baby. We can have it all if I just could get myself together. I'm not wasting another minute. If it goes up in flames, I'll take the pain. If I never try to get it, I can just forget it. I'm done playing the waiting game. I'm so done. I'm all done playing the waiting game. Baby, like the stars, I've been a million miles away, but you've been in my heart, somewhere down all this time hidden away. I'm not wasting another minute. If it goes up in flames, I'll take the pain. If I never try to get it, I can just forget it. I'm done playing the waiting game. I'm so done.
This is a little bit of the traffic through Las Vegas. Like I said, I didn't get the worst of it because I set the camera down because I was trying to concentrate and and point out what lane we should be in. But it wasn't horrible. It was just busy. And it's really just figuring out which lane to be in and which turn to take. So we got through that, and then it kind of levels off. We're on our way for our first stop was at Kingman KOA. We fit. It was okay. It was okay. We barely fit in the side. It wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be, and it was pretty cramped there for us. So, is what it is. But it worked for the first night. I don't think I have any videos of that, but I'll show you where we stopped to get fuel and all that.
One night without your love, don't wanna miss one fight. So listen, girl. I'm not wasting another minute. If it goes up in flames, I'll take the pain. If I never try to get it, I can just forget it. I'm done playing the waiting game. I'm so done, yeah. I'm all done playing the waiting game. I'm so done. I'm all done playing the waiting game. I wanna take you out, show you the time of your life. I wanna figure out what it takes to give you everything you desire. I wanna lay beneath the stars with you in the back of my truck. I guess that this is what they call love. Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. I've been waiting on the sidelines, praying for the right time to let you know you're all I ever wanted and more. I wanna level out, order something and stay in.
As I said before, some of the drive is really, really pretty. Here we stopped for fuel. And if you haven't ever driven a semi, for us, we stop at truck stops because we have to fuel. We have tanks on both sides, and we need to fuel both sides. So there's a satellite tank on the other side. So Vic starts this side. I usually stay there and make sure it doesn't fall out or whatever. And then he walks over and starts the satellite tank. So, and these are high speed, so it fills up twice as fast. That's why you see the satellite thing flashing there. So I went inside, grabbed something to eat for supper so that we wouldn't have to worry about food for that night because we were right at the Kingman KOA. So here's the inside of the truck stop for just a quick, brief glimpse before I head back out to the truck. And we're probably not 10 minutes to getting into our site. So easy drive, but that's why you see the semis always go in the truck stops. We can fill up on one side, and it will go over, but it's too slow. You really have to fill both sides. So on we go to the campsite and then onward from there. This is our plan for the next day. We're leaving the Kingman KOA journey. We're going to stop at Meteor Crater Rest Area and then go on to Klein's Corner RV Park. Didn't go quite that way, but that was the plan. everything started out great. It was, nothing exciting to see, a lot of flat land, but an easy drive, no big deal. So we kind of made our way through, and truck's running great. There's no issues, you know. That usually is no issues until there are. We go past Williams, Arizona, and the turnoff to the Grand Canyon, and we're just enjoying the view and the drive.
The phones and make believe the world don't exist. Let's pull up ties and take a trip to someplace new. I don't care where, as long as I have you. Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. My love for you is insane, but I wouldn't change a thing unless you wanted me to. I'd do anything for you.
Arriving at destination on left. Continue on route.
You want to just stop here? Put this in?
Yeah, I'll stop at that first.
Yeah, because I don't know how many's open down there. It was just a typical drive until it wasn't. And this is where the wheels fell off the bus, as they say. Things did not go quite exactly as planned. But this is the thing when you know you're an RVer and these things happen, it's all on how you handle it that matters. So let's continue on with the video and you'll see what I mean. Okay, if you want to check trailer and all, I'll get the puppies harnessed. What's beeping? What's beeping?
Says check transmission.
At this point, lots of things run through your mind. Not very good necessarily, just lots of things. Maybe a little bit of this and that, but mainly that. You figuring it out really quick, but you calm down and you start working through the situation. Take care of the most immediate things first. Eat you some lunch, take the dogs for a walk, do what you need to do to kind of calm down and work through it. I will give you a few clues. If it says transmission, don't bother calling Love's roadside assistance. They're no help. They're good for tires and batteries or locking yourself out, but not much more than that. Figured that out. And I had just changed tow services. So then I'm trying to figure out what the name of the tow service was that I was using. And it was not an uncommon one. It was a normal one. I just complete panic shuts you down. So make sure you have all that numbers, phone numbers, and all that information at your hand so you don't have to think in an emergency or in a bad situation. Fortunately, we were in the rest area. It wasn't really a big deal. It was just that few moments of you see check transmission and you know, oh my word. The short version of this story is it turned out to be something really simple. We were on the phone for over an hour with different tow services and companies trying to get somebody to come out. And ours is a semi. So the key is when you call for service, you don't necessarily want to say it's an RV. You want, for us, because we are a semi, we can say we are a semi. And that helps sometimes, not in this case. It turned out to be a loose fuse on the transmission that Vic, after walking around the truck for the third or fourth time looking for, because everything had been fine. There had been no warnings, no issues. The truck had been running fabulously. We've not had any problems. We just felt like it was a loose wire or something. So he crawled under again, found a loose fuse, thank goodness. And after a lot of prayer, and we were on the road again and everything was fine. We were there for probably over an hour trying to figure this out and calling people. So, not our best day. Definitely a lot of stress. So, it changed our ending area, and we went to the Route 66 RV Park and Casino, which is beautiful. So, we wouldn't have stayed there had this not happened, but we stayed there overnight. It was a little closer. We were close to Albuquerque if we needed to go get a fuse. They really just tightened them up and it worked. It was a scary it was a scary drive from there to the Albuquerque, but after that we had no more problems. So these things happen if you're in an RV. Just be prepared and don't panic. I'm not saying don't panic. I'm just saying figure out how to get past it and move on. After the stress of the day, we stopped at the resort and went into the casino, let mom play some slots, and we got supper there and was able to chill. Got up early the next day and headed out with no more issues from the truck anyways. We do get a tire issue later, which we'll talk about later. But beautiful drive. And overall, everything turned out good. So I did not get any video at the RV park because I was just way too tired and stressed. But let's continue on with the trip. We drive through Texas, and I'll list the stops that we make, the campgrounds we stay at. No issues here. It's just straight driving. There's a hurricane in Florida. We're trying to get there. Not too close, but close enough we can head home afterwards. And so we are kind of beelining, and because the Jeep has a issue with an oil leak, and we're just trying to get that direction. So we just kind of did a lot of one night stops. We found some really nice RV parks, and I'll show you our map of where we stopped. This is the route we took after we left the Route 66 RV resort in Albuquerque. We went to Wichita Falls, the Coyote Ranch Resort, which was really nice. About 8 hour drive from there, though, so it was a long day. Then we went to God's Country RV Resort in Shreveport. We had a super pretty campsite with a swing, but we were only there for one night, and that was about a 5 hour drive. From there, we drove straight on to Ponce de Leon, where we wound up hanging out there for a week waiting for the hurricane to pass and finally headed home. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot of damage from that, but now we'll continue on with the drive and our tire issue, which I'll get to shortly. We do use a tire monitoring system, which I highly recommend. It does let us know if we have a problem, and as long as you make sure your batteries are good, ours has worked flawlessly. I'm just going to give you a few clips of our drive across Texas as we go to Wichita Falls, and then I'll show you the drive into the campground. I will say the campground's very pretty, and there's a lot of activities for kids. Of course, we're only there one night. Our site was plenty long enough, but a little narrow, but still a nice campground. If you're got kids, looks like it'd be a fun place.
I could climb the highest peak, could dive the deepest sea. I can't fail 'cause you're watching over me. I could walk on burning coal near the fire.
This was just one of the rest areas along the way, and just beautiful. It's probably one of the prettiest rest areas we've been in. Way off the road, very green, very, very pretty rest area.
Wheels fall. I'm a soldier for your love. Holy Father, Son, your kingdom I know will come. Oh Jesus, I sing your name and praise. Whoa, I'm strong 'cause I know I've got you on my side, and my faith is a burning flame. And as long as I know I have you on my side, all my enemies will fail. I am strong 'cause I know I've got you on my side, and my faith is a burning flame. And as long as I know I have you on my side, all my enemies will fail. In your name I shall prevail. I am strong 'cause I know I've got you on my side, and my faith is a burning flame. And as long as I know I have you on my side, all my enemies will fail. I am strong 'cause I know I've got you on my side, and my faith is a burning flame. And as long as I know I have you on my side, all my enemies will fail. In your name I shall prevail.
I picked this campground because it was right off the interstate and it had sites that would fit us. Full hookups that were long enough for our campground. It was a little tricky getting in and out of. I'm not gonna lie, but the getting in wasn't a problem. But when you leave, well, I think I have a video of us leaving. I'll show you that. But it's a pretty campground. As you can see, when you watch as we drive through, we're kind of towards the back. They were having some kind of a party back in the back, but there's all kinds of things to do here, especially for kids. It looked like a really cool thing. They give me a whole list of activities. Of course, we weren't there long enough to, even look around, but pretty campground. It looks like it's been there a long time, but it's well maintained and a nice campground. Okay, I looked and I do not have the video of us leaving the campground. Just be aware to check your route before you leave. Garmin told me one thing, Google told me another, and we had to cross a train track, which can sometimes be tricky. If it's humped up at all, it can be a problem. We were able to cross it without an issue, but just be aware if you go to that campground, check your exit strategy first. Now we're on our way to Shreveport, Louisiana, to God's Country RV Park, which was beautiful. Um, we did have a little problem, missed the road, had to do a U-turn with our truck and our trailer. No fun, but we were able to do it. I'll show you that when we get there, but beautiful campground. So I'll show you that when we get there. Along here is when I started questioning whether I had picked the right route. If in retrospect, maybe I should have looked at the route a little clearer and verified it before I headed that way. But worked out in the end, we made it. You do a U-turn with a 45-foot Super C towing a 24-foot trailer. A little bit long. We don't do U-turns very easily, so we had to go back, U-turn again so that we could make the turn in. Oops. I just missed the turn. This time we saw the sign, we made the turn in, and then we looked at the thing and went, uh-oh, I hope it's high enough. And it was. We saw the other rigs and figured it had to be. Beautiful campground. You can see there's swings. In these, there's a whole bunch of campground, more campsites in the back. I'm not sure what there is to do in the area, but it's a beautiful campground. If you're looking for a nice, pretty campsite, it certainly is. The red building ahead, we stopped here. We kind of figured that was going to be one of our sites. So we stopped here, and then I got out and ran to the office and got the information. And like I said, nice campground for a night. It was a little bit out of the way from the interstate more than I had wanted, but it was in the right time zone to find one that had what we needed. I probably could have picked a better route, but all's well that ends well. We got there, we made it, all's good. You will note we did have to kind of back up and to make the turn so that we didn't hit anything. Vic has to back up right here. But man, it's a gorgeous campground. One of the good things about towing a trailer instead of ground towing is that you can back up with a trailer. When you're ground towing a vehicle, you really can't, without risking damage to your toad. That, you still have to be careful, but you at least can back up a little if you need to. And right here you can see our site. It was an easy in and easy out for us to leave in the morning. So beautiful spot. I just was making sure he didn't hit anything. Next morning we're on our way bright and early to Ponce de Leon.
I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard at night. Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Okay, and I do want to clarify that I do normally wear my seatbelt. I had to stop for just a minute and go get some food for Izzy. She's a healthy little puppy, but she's had pancreatitis, and if she doesn't eat fairly regularly, she'll start getting sick, or either she's just really spoiled. I'm not sure. So I had to jump up and run to the back, grab her some food, and then after I turned the camera back around, I put my seatbelt back on. But yeah, she might be a tad spoiled. And this is the mobile tunnel. We've been through here several times because we've went up to Biloxi a few times, and it's just a cool drive through there. If you haven't ever been, it goes under the water, so just a cool little tunnel. From here, Ponce de Leon's a really nice overnight stop. The sites are long. So let me tell you my story about our flat tire. I don't have any video of it. It was like 4:30 in the morning, so it was too dark to video. When we got ready to leave from Ponce de Leon to head home, we got down the road just a few miles and we started getting an air pressure leak, sensor leak air on our one of our trailer tires. So, and it's saying fast leak, and I'm counting down, 70 pressure, 65, 60. Well, we got to Lowe's, and at 5 a.m. in the morning, we changed the tire. One of our trailer tires had a bubble in it. The funny thing is, Vic had just told me when we were on the trip that thought we might need to trade those tires, even though they're only a year and a half old. He just didn't think they were heavy duty enough. Turns out he may have been right, and we now have new heavier duty tires on that trailer. But the moral to that is we would not have known had we not had the tire sensor that tells us the pressure and the temperature of the tires, which is very important to know when you're going down the road. So if you don't have a tire sensor gauge, highly recommend you do that. Here is Ponce de Leon RV Park. We had stayed here one time before, a long time ago. We wound up being here for like a week, waiting on the hurricane to pass, with the Jeep down because of the oil leak. Not good, not a lot to do when you can't even leave in your tow vehicle. But there was a Dollar General right to the right where we're going in there, and then there's the Family Dollar across the street. So that was our daily exercise, was to walk over to Dollar General. You know, if you can get a can of beans if you need it or something. So hope you enjoyed this video. At least gives you an idea of what it's like traveling for a long distance. And as I've said before, it's maybe not the right way or the wrong way, but it is a way to travel. So hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you down the road.